Happy holidays, everybody, and welcome to our annual 2K TV holiday episode. I know.
And just about to get underway as the starting flyers have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sidelines. We welcome 8-time All-NBA first-team player Shaquille O'Neal. It probably could have been about 15 first year, right?
It probably could have been about 15, but you know, I was doing rapid just really didn't care time. But anyway, good to be here with you, Kevin. We'll see about Chris. You know what they used to say about the old Shaq? He's out of shape. He's only averaging 29, but he's so out of shape.
He's out of shape. T.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. And he said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit. You gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in the game, the leash gets longer, and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. More and more teams go to small ball, but Shaq, we still have big guys who affect winning because they throw their weight around inside. They make their presence known. Who leads the way when you think of that group?
Greek Freak, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella.
Who's coming up with these names?
DeMarcus Cousins. Listen, I am still the reigning president of the Big Man Alliance.
You are.
Anything Big
You
Man,
know.
I know. All these guards and foo pick and pop players, I don't know who they are. When it comes to the BMA, Big Man Alliance, I am still the reigning president.
Now, look at Memphis' starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler. Achua is out there with Adebayo. And there's Dragic. And it's Hero into the two spot. Now here's Morant. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And that one's good. Morant's got the first points on the scoreboard for Memphis.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's Adebayo. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Hero, and the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Brooks. 14 points from him the last game against Denver. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Heat. They defeated Indiana in the last.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running the plays, picking your spots.
As long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Now, here's Dragic. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. 5 to shoot. That one goes. Counted. Hero's got his second bucket of the night.
The unselfish attitude. Dragic knows his responsibility to get the rock to the open guys.
Valanciunas against Dragic, and Valanciunas gets to Brooks. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jack, we know you were born in New Jersey, but moved around a lot growing up. What did that have, seeing so much of the world at such a young age?
I think seeing the world gives you perspective. I think it's, gets you to the point where you can experience different points of view. I've always said that I have 90 kids to life, I can relate to all people.
That's a good comparison. kicks to Dragic. Here's the floater. He lays it in.
No easy task defending Dragic. The crafty ball handler keeps you off balance.
Brooks outside. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat have gotten 3 big shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Man, that's a pure hustle play. Getting to the offensive glass for the tipper.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Morant.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
To the paint. Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hero's got 6.
With an advanced understanding of the game, Butler reads the floor perfectly.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Out to Brooks. Takes the 3. Rebound by Butler. Miami leading by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Now Butler. And they also played a big role in their last game with Indiana. Lets it fly. Misses off the left eye.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that open.
So much love for the perimeter offense these days, but Shaq, for your money, who are some of the best back to the basket?
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. Butler finds Dragic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Dragic has got his second bucket tonight.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Brooks. Right at the free throw line, and good at that time.
What sound fundamentals and shooting mechanics that Brooks has. I mean, he makes defenders pay for the man.
Yes, to Butler. Here's Hero. Brooks covering. Cranes it from behind the arc. Hero's got 9.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Brooks outside. Off target from 3-point range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. He just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant outside. Fade away, and there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
That is why Morant went second overall in 2019. Ja's ability to move the ball creates hoops for others.
They shoot again. Butler passes to Achua. The 19-footer is on the money. Achua's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brooks outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Sometimes Brooks is a tough matchup for the D, especially when he's playing with some intensity and looking to score.
And drafted out of Kentucky with the 14th pick back in 17. Stardom really wasn't predicted for Bam, but Shaq, a star, he's becoming.
You know, with a name like Bam, you expect a banger. You know, he actually surprised me with his skill level. I didn't know he was that good. You know, passing, he has a soft touch. He's really become a foundational piece.
Adebayo kicks to 9. Clock at 6.
team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
To the middle. Adebayo with the ball. Jones covering. Here's Iguodala. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooks against Adebayo.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Iguodala outside. Olynyk high post. Tries from 16. It's Clark with the rebound. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You've got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Jack, we all know what happened for you. First ballot Hall of Famer. What's it been like joining that incredible group, that historic company?
Well, I just say I'm both proud and humbled, and it's something I couldn't have imagined growing up. And I can remember my first taste of confidence was a guy named Kevin Harlan. I was in Kansas City at the McDonald's All-American game. Nobody really knew who the kid from Texas was. I said, I got to make a name for myself. I took the coast to coast and threw it down. And then I looked at you and you were going crazy. I didn't know what you were saying, but then when I got home, my dad had recorded on VHS in that lovely voice. Shaquille O'Neal, take it. I was like, man, I love that voice. And here we are again. I don't know how many years that is. I don't want to show our age.
It's a long time, isn't it? Yes.
I'm here because of you.
I remember it. Galloping O'Neal down the court.
Yes.
Heat leading by 4. Pass to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Adebayo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Heat shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Jones, the pass to Jang. 1:14 left in the first quarter.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Outside Robinson. Loads it up for Adebayo.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Jones, the pass to Jang. Back to Jones. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, the miss by Jones. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nunn against Jones. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. None against Jones. None with it. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. And Adebayo throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Free throw good. Adebayo. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones for 3. Oh, he hit it! He hit it!
What a great shot!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And so it's Miami, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard spot. And he makes the first. And Shaq, you know about getting buckets inside, but it also is great to see those guards who can also score when they get inside with bigger players. Who comes to mind of guys that would take it in against big guys like you?
Well, if you're talking power, you got to go with Russell Westbrook, John Morant, Zach LaVine. Now, if you're talking finesse, you're talking Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, and my main man, Kemba Walker.
Yeah, I think that's a great list to have. Those are guys that they show you can do it a variety of ways, right? You can be physical, you can play above the rim, but you can also hit them with the smitty and play below the rim.
Adebayo down low. He's against Chang, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
The Heat have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now here's Anderson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Chang. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
they've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "Beneath No One" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now."
Sure is, DA. Thank you. The first one falls. Jack, you always play with a lot of passion. Is it possible to play with so much fire that gets the best out of you? And if so, who in the league sometimes crosses that line and has too much of whatever that is inside that drives your passion?
You know, Greg, when we were playing, there's only one guy, Kevin Garnett. But now in this era, you got to go with Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, and Kyrie Irving.
And Iguodala drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Knocked loose. And Iguodala with a clear path to the hoop. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Tremendous end-to-end player. I mean, throughout his career, he's been that. I mean, just think about it. Iguodala with a nice finish in transition.
Jones looking for an opening. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson kicks to none.
Come get it!
That shot off. Good D by Jones. And the rejection by Iguodala.
And the ability to go vertical, I mean, Iguodala's a sneaky shot blocker.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's none. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Melton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Inside, Jang, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
Clearly a foul.
Grizzlies have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
No good on that one. And the Heat with some changes. Butler, he's checked in for Iguodala. Tyler Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Then for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Clark. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson. And it's John Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. They say landing in the right situation, Shaq, important for any player's career. What traits, as you go back and look at what we've seen now and you played, what traits separate the great organizations in this game?
Well, one, you got to have experience. I think you got to have some battles up there around those. I think you got to have a mean front office. You got to have a Jerry West and Mitch Kupchak. Got to understand the players in the games. And you have to have a commitment and a culture of respect and trust.
Now the pass to Jones. There's Winslow. Here's Jang. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Dragic finds a limit. And here's Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Hero. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hero's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 12 points on that basket from Morant.
It shows great imagination offensively. Morant has so many tricks up his sleeve.
Castro Olynyk. Here's Hero. He's got 15. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Jones. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 15-point game. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. They get it back. Valanciunas. Basket. Good. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
Here's Butler. And it's good. 2 points. And the Heat lead by 15.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Count that one.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Passes it to Hero. Here's Butler. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Count it.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Dragic the pass to Butler. Dragic against Winslow. Dragic against the bucket. Dragic has got 6.
A human pinball at times. Ping, ping, ping. Dragic gets a lot.
Brooks the pass to Winslow. Morant outside. He feeds it to Jackson. Miami leading by 13. Here's Hero. And it's off from 3-point range. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And it's Morant missing. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the inside. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Here's Morant. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Checked in for a Lynch. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's 3-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the 3-point shot in today's game.
You look at Jackson. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the 3-point festivities on All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the 3-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pulls up from the corner. Hope they get it there. Now, here's Achua. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Hero. No good on that one. Nice D from Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 17. The feed to Morant. It's hauled in by the Heat. Loads it up for Adebayo.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. The dish to Winslow. Back to Brooks. The tray. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. No good that time. And here are the Heat. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Clock gets the pass to Achua. And the rejection by Jackson. 14 feet away. Good. He hits the jump shot. Butler's got 4 this quarter.
You got to respect guys that can consistently pull up in a defender's face and shoot the jumper and make the net go splack 'em. Jimmy Butler is a master at it.
Morant outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
A different look for Miami. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Jimmy Butler. Robinson comes in for Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. Jackson against Nunn. Pass to Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adebayo's got 17 now.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Here's Morant. And Adebayo sends it back.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defense.
And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Anderson against Iguodala. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Anderson. And that's 12 points for John Morant. 1:52 left to play in the first half. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Deep 2 from Robinson. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies trail by 21. There's the pass to Melton. Morant outside. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. And we want to thank the big Aristotle for joining us here. Dropping knowledge as always. I'm telling you what, Jack, you make our broadcast better.
I want to say I appreciate that, Kevin, especially coming from you anytime, any place. You know where I am, brother. Just call me if you need me.
Are you going to be performing any ballet, the big Baryshnikov?
Nah.
Are we giving that up?
Nah, my toes are not feeling too well.
You know, Greg, there are good players, and there are great players, and there are superstars. And then there's Shaq.
Yeah, I mean, he once said he'd like to be known as
the big Aristotle.
Because Aristotle said, excellence is not a singular act, it's a habit. You are what you repeatedly do. Well, Shaq's lived by that on and off the court.
First one falls for him.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Zhang comes in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself
himself chances at the line this quarter.
Here's Melton, defended by none. Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
He's not much of a dunker, but Anderson will pick his spots nicely and then displays great shot selection.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Chang. Jones in the post, defended by none. On the basket by Jones.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Right wing, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Miami ahead, running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as ripping. The one and only Shaquille O'Neal. Right before you do that, how did it go?
You know, it was fine, but nothing can replace being here with you guys. You hear this right here? That's just money talking. Oh, you know I did. No, I did. Don't tell nobody.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Achua is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Dragic, and it's Hero into the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Brooks. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now, the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027. Substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market, the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Here's Adebayo. Nice feed from Valanciunas. Grizzlies shooting 41% for the game. Brooks outside. It's Morant in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Grizzlies. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Up top, Dragic. Guarded by Morant. Loads it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Brooks, guarded close. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his third basket of the night. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. The way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brooks outside. Morant with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Rockets the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. And once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And here's Morant. 17 points in the game. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jackson. Moves back up. And Valanciunas with the layup. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, you see how focused Valanciunas is? He's got this positioning. He's determined to score.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. He actually hit them at a decent clip.
Making the switch here. Olynyk's checked in.
And check it out, the stats here for Brooks, how he performed last season. He was around 16 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Passes to Butler. And they double up Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Oh, look, if you're open, Butler will find you. His court awareness, very impressive.
Morant against Dragic. And finished up by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Heat. Here's Hero. He's got 22. A shot, no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. Grizzlies have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Morant outside. Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
The pass to Hero from outside the arc. The shot comes out, and it's Memphis the other way. Inside, here's Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And that's 12 points for Valanciunas.
The closer Valanciunas gets, the more dangerous he is, which is why he looks to score from there.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Olynyk has the open look. Nailed from three-point land. Olynyk's got 5 now.
Another in the long line of big men who can drain the three. That makes him a very tough cover.
Passes it to Brooks.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
It's all heart. He does a great job of getting after it.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Different look for Miami. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Duncan Robinson comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. He gets that one. Clark's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backdoor.
Here's Nunn. Good on the shot. Nunn's got his 2nd bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Feeds it to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Outside Robinson. Nunn looking around. That's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Good. Clark's got 4 this quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now Robinson. He has 5. Pass to Nunn.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Clark, the pass to Melton.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Great instincts, relentless. It seems like he's getting to every miss.
Here's Adebayo. Banked in off the glass. Adebayo's got 28 points for the game. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas, and he drops it in from the low post. Valanciunas has got 12 points in just the 2nd half. The Heat leading by 23. To the wing right side. but 3. None can't get it to fall. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. No good from Clark. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And here's Iguodala outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the pass to Valanciunas. Clark trying to get open. No good from Valanciunas. And for the Heat, they're shooting it beautiful here in the third. 56% from the field. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up. Turns his teammates going as well.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws, he even started creating for others by the end of last year.
And Miami making a change here. Achua's checked in. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Jones. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Count the basket. Jones has got 9. The Heat leading by 17. None with it. Looking to get back on track here. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Pass to Melton. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. Clark kicks to Jones. Shot clock at 2. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Iguodala, the pass to Nunn. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Adebayo. Anderson against Iguodala. Nunn wide open. The three-pointer no good.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they
would tonight. Nunn against Jones. To the middle. Here's Jang. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 9 points in the game so far.
Got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
No good on that one. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Clark is out there with Jackson. Then it's Brooks. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Achua. And Jones pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. And that one falls for Clark. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number one. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. And that one's good by Clark.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Now, here is Robinson. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Jackson. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down by 15. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. He's hot, you're right. He's not, sub. That's simple.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And that one's good, Morant.
And now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a dry first half, but now they're falling.
Puts it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Morant kicks to Brooks. It's deflected, but he gets it back. Yep, that one goes in there. Brooks has got 4 this quarter. Here's Dragic. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Morant comes with the double team. And he gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 12.
That's when a double team hurts the defense. I mean, when they're guarding the player smart enough to pass out of it and find the man left alone.
Morant got a piece of it. And it's the Heat on the break. Butler with the ball. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And the dunk by Jackson.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Achua. Launches a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. There's Winslow. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Precious Achua. First free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Heat leading by 8. Rockets the pass to Butler. Off target with his 3. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Brooks finds Morant. Broke loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. And there's the pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Clark. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 17-7 run. And they double up Morant. Brooks outside. 6 to shoot. Over Dragic. Brooks misses. And he's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. To the inside. And they double up. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And here are the Heat now. There's Dragic with the three. Miami no good on that time either. Winslow the bounce pass. And they double up Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Butler finds Adebayo. It's deflected. And here is Brooks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Teardrop shot. It's hauled in by Achua.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
And he knocks down the first one. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for Brandon Clark. And Adebayo drops them both.
And really making the most of his opportunities there tonight. Hasn't been the struggle we sometimes see him go through.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said, you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on their shooters a little more effectively.
He catches the defense off guard with a wide variety of moves. Butler's bringing the scissor.
Morant against Dragic. Brooks, left side. Second shot opportunity. No good from Valanciunas. Miami leading by 12. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Here's a look at him play.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Morant against Dragic. Rebound by the Heat. And even 3-on-3 break. Puts it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right and get a great look.
Brooks outside. To stop the run. A second chance effort. And Jackson finishes inside.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Outside Butler. And they double up Butler. Here's Achua. All three off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Winslow kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Morant. Here's Winslow. Over Butler. Winslow's shot is off. The Heat leading by 14. And Butler gets it to go on the assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Morant kicks to Winslow. Butler with the steal. Here's Dragic. Finished off the break. And the Heat lead by 18.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis.
Even though he's going ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize that this is a better option.
Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Brooks, the best of Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What athleticism from Brooks. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. See why right there.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Butler. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
Wow, Butler letting it all hang out. This is why he's an all-star caliber player.
Timeout called the Grizzlies.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Morant against Dragic. Morant passes to Winslow. Valanciunas against Adebayo. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Morant. Brooks right side. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota, maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him. They had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
The pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. That one wide left. Miami leading by 22. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And the basket is good.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Dragic, and the shot goes in. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 assists.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball's a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.